something that might interest you.
E aí pessoal, tudo bem? Aqui quem fala é o navegador. Vamos aqui continuar dando.
Keep your wits about you.
Aqui para trás. Nada.
Let's not waste time with pleasantries.
Indo aqui para onde ela mandou. Campo de batalha do palhaço. Fugido aqui. Pra cá. Não sei. Tá o cara do. Olha o que eu falei.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Aqui, cara.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You can
Chamou
say...
de covarde.
Mort, pull yourself together.
Mandou o cara tomar no cu.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Ih, chamou de merda. Chamou de merda e que tá cheirando mal.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Vox Master is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
Deixou tudo na mão desse cabo aí, porrice.
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Geller field failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
O pessoal já estava aqui, eles estavam organizando isso aí. Ok, vamos recomendar que a gente vá até o meio para impedir de se espalhar.
First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once.
Eita, é a vadia.
Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
Esse cara pegou e deu aqui.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psychic powers.
Quero culpar mais você para te ajudar?
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
Ok, vou fazer tudo que eu puder.
Not everything in your power. You will do as I say. I'll have your heads if you fail. Is that clear? Then move out. Mort, come.
Quer que eu me mate pra salvar o caba? Não é problema, eu vou morrer junto com os heréticos.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear.
Como eu sou a pessoa mais forte, você vai na frente e me protege. Ok.
Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
É mentira!
Égua! Um soquinho me fudeu! Fui abusado.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the warrant chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
Vou chamar o cara de cu.
How perceptive of you.
Super perceptivo.
I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself. We are in the anteroom of the warrant chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred warrant of trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates to the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
Ih, vou chamar o cara de incesto. Foice. Fred é... Só poderes fudidos, sabe? De irmãos, essa porra. Eles são fudidos. Foi seu sangue é muito leve pro sentinela, diluído para o sentinela.
On the contrary, the warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me, but you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
Vamos aqui manipular o cara. O que ele quer fazer?
Wretched. What do you know about wretchedness? Theodora's cur. Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty? Oh, I know this delusion. But thank the gods it no longer has power over me. Humanity can rot. I no longer serve mortal kind. Once my work is done, I'll make that pompous wench Fon Valencius watch as I sacrifice her entire dynasty and commit their fate to the gods. And you will be the instrument by which I will accomplish this righteous act.
Escritura bem poética, velho. Tá com o tamanho na nossa cabeça. Perdi. Fui feito de putinha. Ok, eu me aproximo do portão. Vejo um cogitator. Cogitator é um tipo de computador digital. Essa porra é um ser humano na minha frente. Deixa eu ver. O torso dele está quebrado. pouco quebrado, né? Tá tudo contorcido um pouco, né? O servidor está obediente, humano lobotomizado. O sentinela vira a cabeça para você e um dos seus olhos se ilumina com o seu emblema de luz. Fazendo na experiência. O pai de mim, já não sei se. Agora o tratamento, cogitator. Meu olho pega o ferro estranho usado como material, para o material da máquina. Não estou familiarizado com esse tipo de material. Pode ter algum tipo de arqueotécnico, que é isso? Ah, é a tecnologia do passado. O portão começa a se mover, o metal começa a se mover de dentro para mim. Ele abre a boca, muito maior do que o humano normal consegue abrir. Vai para enfiar a boca. Tá porra. Vou enfiar a mão dentro da boca desse bicho. Puta vida. Minha mãe tá dizendo que é uma ideia. Vamos examinar de novo. Faz um pouco diferente do que os outros. Parece que eles gamam que ela tinha que ser vai funcionar pra sempre. Eita, bicho. Deixa eu olhar pra trás.
Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
Eu não posso fazer nada aqui, senão os caras vão me metralhar. Vou colocar a mão aqui na boca do bicho. Ok, a lata começa a brilhar. Passa vários minutos. Aí finalmente a boca dele se fecha. Ele começa a se sentir doente. Ele segura o portão e tenta pegar um pouco de ar.
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
Oh, sim, eu preciso de ajuda. Eu sou liberado do controle mental.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Vai me proteger.
There is still another way.
Become invisible. Invincible. Todo mundo morreu. Menos eu. Why Ignatius von Valentius will now reclaim his place in the Imperial. Tá, pô, realmente um papelzão essa porra. Olha, é um papel comicamente gigante. A porra do atestado de comércio é a merda de um papel gigante. Incrível. Assim, olha o tamanho da letra. Eu acho que dá pra colocar isso num papel menor. Tá um pouco fodido, ó. Mas para um papel que o que tem 10 mil anos, tá bem conservado ele. Pela minha vontade, pelas verdadeiras palavras desse documento, eu irei colocar essa pessoa como um paragon da humanidade. Quebrar pela diversidade para andar primeiro nas sombras do espaço, para triunfar em cima das sombras. É o que eu resto. Tá dizendo basicamente que eu sou muito fodão.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
Eu sou uma criança. Preciso de uma arma.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
não achou a resposta. Eu consigo conquistar a Teodora.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Certo.
Voxmaster, restore communication with the navigator's sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head...
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection.
Certo.
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by.
Sentinela mudou pro medo, né?
Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel, designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the Rogue Trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by.
Ah, você é meu servidor próprio.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Certo. Tem o meu jornal agora. Eita, já foi todas essas missões? Já falhei uma já. Vamos ler isso aqui de novo. Ah.
I always have a backup plan.
Dor para a grandiosidade. Certo, tem que fechar isso aqui, né? Pronto. Ah, eu sou fraco, velho. Eu tô feito meu personagem mais fortinho. A coisinha derruba ele.
Run, fools, or fall!
Meu herói. Porra, com a mão só. O cara é do caralho mesmo.
Master! Whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me! What is the meaning of this?
Que foi, amigo? Ah, vou dizer que o cara é um traidor.
What?
Já tem que detonar. Eu acho que ele ia chegar até o nosso documento.
Oh, holy God, Emperor! I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Master, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora. Saints' blood! Then it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Master. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And, for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Ah, deu uma linha, por favor. Vamos tentar... A gente tenta fora do combate. Toda vez que eu recebo mais de 5% da minha vida como dano, eu perco uma porcentagem. Dependendo da minha dificuldade. Ah, certo. Depende da porcentagem. Pelos 3 primeiros rounds, um ferimento é novo e pode estar com medkit. Depois disso, você tem que fazer um teste, certo? Ah, você tem que ter a habilidade para poder usar.
I will lead us to fortune.
Certo. Estou mostrando meu inventário. Coisa bem simples, só pegar e trazer. Receba.
I'm at your service.
Miscalculations are for commoners. I don't make mistakes. I make profitable learning experiences.
Certo. Vamos lá.
You are injured. I must dress your wounds before we go any further.
Ah, tem que usar, né? Tá bom, então. Não, F1.
Let me help.
I won't forget.
That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead. The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on. But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive. Lady Theodorus. Which one? The last one I received was about the navigator's sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well and safely in charge of the ship's defense. In the meantime, we must do all we can to prevent the ship from veering off course. During warp transit, the sanctum is closed to all who are not involved in traversing the Empyrean, and for good reason. For the navigator to open their third eye and perceive the way, the sanctum must be bathed in the energies of the immaterial. Only a navigator can withstand such an ordeal. For the rest of us, any contact with the warp is fraught with perils such as loss of sanity, spontaneous mutations, and death.
Não tá fechado, mas a gente pode chegar lá, tá bom. O que você me achou?
You sent me a Vox message. Specifically, a Voxcast on the officer's frequency, which I had the good fortune to receive. You mean to say you did no such thing?
Não, quem fez foi o meu sentinela.
Warren Sentinel? The Lord Captain barely ever ventures down to the chamber, and I was at her side only once or twice when she did. And I did not see anything of the sort.
Ah, você não viu, é?
The Warren Chamber is an ancient and rather sacred mechanism that the ship's tech priests treat with the utmost reverence. I assume that whatever it is that you did, you must have activated certain processes and caused the Sentinel to awaken. But then, why did none of it happen when Lady Theodora did the same?
Tô achando que ela que é a falsa, amigo. Eu sou o verdadeiro chefe. Eu me servi agora. Bem, lidere o caminho.
Absolutely. Let us proceed.
And with all your might, destroy those who have dared!
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle. Which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the Rogue Trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward! The Emperor is with us!
The Masters demand your death!
Ah, eu posso preparar pra batalha. Bem, vou pra lá, você vem pra cá. Certo. Tá bom. Pra isso. Está 6. E vamos pra cá então.
Another enemy down.
Se você se mover enquanto eu estou próximo, eu posso dar um dano.
I'll see to it.
Perfeito.
Such is the will of chaos.
Oh.
I serve the ruinous powers!
A mere pain won't stop me.
Basicamente me ensinou 2 vezes a mesma coisa.
Indeed. Reduced to dust.
Isso aqui.
It will be done. Someone else can do this. I'm not interested. That's not the Seneschal's job. Someone else can do this. I will do my duty.
Aí dá pra chegar perto.
I am your
Tá porra. Isso vai me ajudar.
I won't stand for it.
Victory is I took care of this one. I'd rather not. That's not the Seneschal's job. I'm not interested.
crush the feeble.
Caralho, mas tu é bom de mira, hein?
I won't compromise my principles.
Pra cá. É mover. Você que só podia. Você que não podia se mover pra fazer esse ataque, mas pode.
I know how to take risks. Let's not waste time with pleasantries.
Ok. Isso aqui é melhor. Ou não? Isso dá mais dano. Mas o que esse up faz? Eu dou. Tem mais arma penetration, né? Ele dá 2 de dano. Só esse swap que dá muito. Dá sangramento. Pergunto se é melhor. Eu acho que é melhor. Vamos lá.
Is there money to be made?
Tem mais armas? Talvez não. Vou usar o machadinho por enquanto. Pistola pra ele. Vamos upar agora.
I have a nose for profit and a taste for adventure.
Eu não sei. Só posso escolher. Athletics. Certo. E também a mesma coisa. Ah, não é não. Não é sim. Até a mesma força que eu. Ah não, minha força é melhor. Tem reputação, tem biografia, features, archetype. É só isso mesmo. Interessante. É nada demais. Ih, caralho, tem bastante mais do que eu. Vamos cair Athletics. Bem. Vamos lá.
Let us not dawdle.
Eita, por que aqui tá desse jeito? Bem, acho que é um bug. Ah não, é a torreta ali. Vamos até o santuário da navegação. Ó, esse faz um upside doido.
Death, I hear it. Here, on the threshold of the blinded guide, doom comes from the heavens.
Master, watch your head. Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Sorry, old man. The voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abala, how they sing.
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
Tá muito doido, meu filho. Pai, aquela porra não tá na minha cabeça? Onde tá aí?
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud.
Ah, ela escuta as vozes do arco, elas dizem coisas úteis, outras coisas pra deixar ela doida. Aí ela consegue escutar, só que como a gente tá dentro do warp, tá tendo muito barulho, ela tá ficando mais maluca, né?
And you von Valancius, are a sorcerer too, just like the other one. Lady Theodora must have grown so fond of psychers she wants one to replace her.
commands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Ethelthrat! Oh, Emperor's Providence! The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Ethelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it! You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
What? You don't mean the Enginseer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks. Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Keep run, fools, or fall!
Surrender to the dark powers!
Pra cá. Pra cá. Essa batalha. A operativo Psyche. Após estudar os oponentes. Para saber sua fraqueza e depois usar habilidades Psyche que dá dano. Analisar o inimigo, aumenta o dano que ele recebe. Vou usar isso aqui. Vai me fuder também. Pode só querer.
On it. What an unfortunate turn of fate. Will do.
Debuffar ele. Ou sou eu?
was inevitable. Another enemy down.
Yeah,
here we go.
Just a minor setback. Indeed.
Brace for impact.
It will be done.
Tome, seu vagabundo.
At your beck and call.
Ok, tá bem.
Not this Scryer's job. They who discern the future own the battlefield.
Certo.
Anything else? Farewell.
Gritou na cara do cara. A criatura está sentada e os seus membros estão começando a se deformar. Ele está respirando pesado. Tem dois tipos de guerra saindo do braço dele. Ó, fora dos seus dois olhos, o terceiro que está no centro parece estar se transformando.
I believe Master Vespider still lives. Well, the servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
Que bom, né? Eu tô ficando de errado com você está vivo?
Your time is short.
Acho que ele disse que a gente tá fudido, né? Mas tá vivo.
Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn.
Eu acho que isso é um não.
Ah! It came from beyond! His body is not his!
Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me. Run! Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help.
Eu preciso da ajuda desse Helmsman, né?
The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servo skull relayed to us earlier.
Tem que chegar até a ponte.
Vespiders.
Pra poder sair do ar.
Good luck. And thank you.
Não responde.
Should I divine our next step?
Certo. Vamos só ver o que esses caras têm aqui. Tem um maçadinho. Tem uma scrap autogun. É a mesma arma que a minha, só que melhor. Psycho Staff.
I will lead us to fortune.
Mas o Charge eu acho que é mais um. Vou deixar você aqui. Assim. Ah não. A música é mais forte, já tem duas. Então pronto. Overlord. Essa daqui por enquanto. E é isso. É que a gente muda. mais distante que eu não chego, uso ela.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Muito obrigado por tudo. E nos vemos no próximo episódio.